Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Ball Tutorials. I am Queen TGZ, and in this video I want to go over the new weapon. So that is going to be Lamia's Whip. So pretty much I was actually able to get this weapon in the 1000 and 2000 gem purchase draw. That and also the Moonlight Beauty as well, so these two weapons right here. But with this video I want to focus on the Lamia's Whip. So this is actually going to be quite good in regards to some of the effects that it has. Though something that I do want to make a correction of is that in my initial coverage of this particular weapon, I actually mentioned that you pretty much get 100% it has a 100% effect of activating the active class skills. For example, Yamabiko, so that is going to be Echo, or for example, Shadow Weave and Shadow Bind, such in those. So a little bit of a correction. So something that I actually went into a little bit detail about is that that's not necessarily 100% true. So going over here, right over here. So over here, pretty much in regards to the class skills, there are actually going to be some that just increase the activation rate, but it's not necessarily going to be 100% going to actually come through. So pretty much it's going to of course be increased, but like I said, there are going to be some that are not going to actually be able to actually occur, pretty much due to enemy, for example, resistances or other status effects that they might actually have or immunity to. So pretty much things that I mentioned before: Echo the Magus Saint, Echo, Force Break, Force Charge, Showtime, Share, Shadowbind, Shadow Weave, Provoke, Cold Grimace, and then also Courage. With those, you are not necessarily going to actually get 100% guarantee that they will be activated, though it does increase the chances that they actually do. So pretty much that's just a correction there. So besides that, going to go back into this particular weapon. So yeah, so with this is actually going to be quite good. So hopefully things actually do work out for this particular weapon. But want to actually go into some details about it. So right over here, Lamia's Whip is going to be worth or have 174 attack power for this particular weapon. Then here, in terms of its basic stats, at level 1 you're going to get plus 10 agility if you are a ninja. Also at level 1 you're going to get plus 5 to attack power if you're a high priest. Then down over here for level 35, you're going to get plus 5% damage to beasts. Level 40, you're going to get plus 5 damage to dragons. And then at level 45, you're going to get plus 12 to attack power if you have expertise with this weapon. So pretty much standard for your weapons, especially the weapons that we've had recently. So now what I want to do is actually go and head into a battle and try things out with this weapon. So going to go right over here. So pretty much over here, you're going to actually see a couple of things. So the first thing you're going to notice is that on my actual characters here, you're going to see the buff for increased agility. So that's actually going to be one of the two sudden activation abilities. In this case, it's going to be Sudden Piorimu. So that's going to cost 5 NP, and at the start of the battle, all allies have their agility increased by 1 rank, and this is going to last 2 turns. Then also over here on the enemy on the right, you're going to see that it actually has a debuff. So that debuff is going to be weaken. So what this does, or what this is that this is going to be an ability called Dazzling Wings. So with Dazzling Wings, at the start of the battle, all enemies have a chance to be inflicted with Weaken level 1 or rank 1, and this is going to last 3 turns. So with Weaken, I think I mentioned it before, but with Weaken, it's actually going to be a debuff that pretty much at rank 1 going to lessen the amount of damage that the enemies do by 10%, and also the damage taken by them is also increased by 10% as well, with the max rank, which is going to be 3, it's going to actually be increased to 20%. So that's going to be that particular effect. So now what I want to do is actually go to my dragon. So now that I'm at my dragon, I want to actually go over the first ability that we have, and that's going to be right over, let's see, right over here. So this is going to be called Magic Whip. So with Magic Whip, it's going to cost 7 MP, and what it does 120% physical technique damage to all enemies, and recovers a certain amount of MP to the wielder. So going to be like this. So there, recovered 25 MP. Then back at my dragon here, the next ability it's going to have is going to be right over here. This is going to be Manuha. So with Manuha, it's going to also cost 7 MP. What it does, it cures one ally of illusion. But since none of the enemies here actually do use illusion, I actually can't show it. But pretty much if anyone actually had illusion on them, I would be able to cure them with this particular spell. But besides that, next we're going to have another ability which is going to be right below it. This is going to be Lamia no Shikufuku, which is going to be Lamia's Blessing. So with this, this is going to cost 15% of the max MP of the wielder. And what it does, it raises the activation rate of one class skill of one ally to 100%, and also greatly increases the recovery effectiveness taken in by all allies from HP recovery skills, and this can only be used twice during a battle. So here what I'll do is I'll actually go ahead and use it on Ninja here. Okay, so here that I'm at my ninja, what I want to do here is actually try this out. So it's not, again, like I said, it's not 100% guarantee, but a good ability to use here is going to be Shinobi Cutter. So that's going to do damage to all the enemies here. So hopefully, and also twice, so hopefully I can get at least one Shadow Weave with this particular attack. We'll see what happens. And ooh, like that there, pretty much all the characters there are actually shadow woven. So that actually did work out in this case. So also same with you can also see this little buff here. So this is going to be what it looks like for the HP recovery skills that you take in for the amount of damage, or not damage, but the amount of HP that you recover from skills becomes more effective. So this is actually somewhat similar to the Mysterious Tambourine in that regard. But now what I want to do is actually go over the final ability, which is going to be right over here. This is going to be called the Fushicho no Homura, which is going to be Flames of the Phoenix. So with this, what this does, or well, first it's going to cost 57 MP. So this does either 440% EO or Mera weapon, Mera physical technique damage to all enemies, and gives the ally that takes the next action a limit break buff. Greatly increases their skill damage and greatly raises their critical hit rate or spell crit rate. So going to be like this. So in this case, my Archmage over here is going to actually have those buffs. You can see I have a limit break on as well. So here, so pretty much yeah, you can see that right over here with the actual Archmage, they're going to actually have increases to their skills and also to the critical hit rate as well. But pretty much that's going to be the actual weapons here, or the abilities for this particular weapon. So here, what I'll do is I'll actually just go ahead and end this particular battle. Okay, so that was Lamia's whip. So pretty much with this is actually going to be pretty good in terms of the abilities, especially Lamia's blessing. But like I said, it's not always for the particular class skills that I mentioned, it's not always going to be 100% guaranteed. But in the case of this particular battle, you actually did see that I did get shadow weaves on all the enemies. This could be a bit different if this is going to be on a boss character, especially like a mega monster. But yeah, so definitely I will be using this weapon hopefully in a battle coming soon. So we'll see what happens with this particular weapon. So hopefully it will actually come through for me. But with that said, what I want to do is actually end this video here. So definitely I will be going over the Moonlight Beauty, which you actually did see a little bit of in this particular video. So please stay tuned for that. But with that said, I'm going to end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.